The American people, my family, all of our families are struggling as this pandemic continues to drag on with no end in sight. The words I hear every day, multiple times each day, continue to resonate and echo in my mind as I sit here. Words like I'm tired, confused, burnout, scared, and frustrated. The list goes on. But what's making the situation worse are the officials leading our nation's COVID response going on national television and contradicting each other. And of course, some Supreme Court justices are spreading misinformation as well. Dr. Walensky, this past week, you recommended asymptomatic people be able to return to work after 5 days. But Dr. Fauci ambiguously corrected you on national television and suggested folks needed a test before return. How does that make you feel when Dr. Fauci or someone like Justice Sotomayor upstages a previous statement or policies of yours, blatantly contradicts and undermines your guidance, or offers false claims that cause more confusion for the American people?
Thank you, Senator. I have the great honor of leading the agency of 12,000 public health servants in this country, and we work collaboratively with tens of thousands of public health officials around the country to provide guidance. I also get to work with a COVID-19 task force that is full of a multidisciplinary group of people with diverse expertise, from immunology to drug regulation to epidemiology. This science is moving really quickly, and I know you will appreciate that it's moving fast and it is changing, and it is our responsibility
you're not answering my question,
to convey that science.
So I'll move on. The FDA has recently set up protocols for monoclonal antibodies and antiviral pharmaceuticals to be prioritized based upon race. Dr. Woodcock, has the CDC or FDA done a multiple regression analysis on race to see if indeed it's an independent factor for increased morbidity and mortality? And if it hasn't, don't you think zip code would actually be more predictive? Wouldn't it make sense to prioritize these antivirals and testing, for that matter, to senior citizens and those with significant comorbidities, regardless of race, especially if the multiple regression analysis proves my opinion? Dr. Woodcock?
What FDA did was to recommend that people at high risk would be candidates for these products.
Did you do a multi-regression analysis on this independent factor?
We did not.
Okay.
We did not. We don't make those kind of recommendations. We make.
But you can do studies, right? The FDA and CDC can do studies to see if it's truly an independent factor, or if not, truly the issue should be about your comorbidities and your age. So, Dr. Fauci, according to Forbes, you have an annual salary in 2020 was $434,000. You oversee over $5 billion in federal research grants. As the highest paid employee in the entire federal government, yes or no, would you be willing to submit to Congress and the public a financial disclosure that includes your past and current investments? After all, your colleague, Dr. Walensky, and every member of Congress submits a financial disclosure that includes their investments.
I don't understand why you're asking me that question. My financial disclosure is public knowledge and has been so for the last 37 years or so, 35 years that I've been director.
The big tech giants are doing an incredible job of keeping it from being public. We'll continue to look for it. Where would we find it?
All you have to do is ask for it. You're so misinformed, it's extraordinary.
Why am I misinformed? This is a huge issue. Wouldn't you agree with me that you see things before members of Congress would see them, so that there's an air of appearance that maybe some shenanigans are going on? I don't think that's. I assume that's
Senator,
not the case.
What are you talking about?
It's not the case.
My financial disclosures are public knowledge and have been so. You are getting amazingly wrong information.
So I cannot find them. Our office cannot find them. Where would they be if they're public knowledge? Where?
It is totally accessible to you if you want it.
For the public. Is it accessible to the public?
To the public.
Great. We look forward
You
to
are
reviewing it.
totally incorrect.
Well, we look forward to reviewing it.
Senator Marshall, Dr. Fauci has answered you. It is public information, and he's happy to give it to you if you would ask. Senator Moran.
What a moron.
Chairwoman, thank you.